So this legit happened at my uni today. Jeez, guys have been banging out my videos. Mad.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Premier. In life, we hardly ever do stuff once. Like, think about it. Most of our daily activities are things that we repeat day after day. Brushing our teeth, making food, scratching your Well, programming is no different, and programming languages provide a dope way to do things several times. This right here is iteration. But hold up, before we dive into the world of iteration, I need to cover something called truth. You see, truth is black and white as far as programming is concerned. Something is either true or false, and nothing in between. Not like in real life where you can and ah about stuff. So to represent true and false, we use Boolean variables which store the corresponding values true and false, as we discussed back in episode 3. But yo, in addition, any expression or value can be represented as true or false. Literally any of them. Any non-zero value can be represented as true, and 0 is represented as false. And lastly, in addition to this, comparisons can be made using the following operators. You've got the equality operator, which checks if two things are the same. The negated equality operator, which checks if two things are different. Greater than, in this example, is checking if 8 is greater than 5. Less than, in this example, this is checking if 8 is less than 5. Greater than or equal to, this is just a combination of the greater than and the equality operator. And less than or equal to, this is a combination of the less than and the equality operator. So take time to remember this, cause boy, you're going to be using this a hell of a lot at sound. So now that you understand truth, let's talk about iteration. So the first iteration construct that we're going to go over is the while loop. While loops let you repeat sections of code as long as an expression is true. And here's what the while construct looks like. Basically what this means is, while this expression is true, execute the statement. After the statement is executed, it checks to see if the expression is still true. If it is, it will execute the statement again. If it isn't, it won't. Okay, so you still may be thinking,
Prem, I'm baffed. I don't understand.
It's cool. Let's explain this using real life tasks that we all get up to on a nearly daily basis. Let's take, I don't know, doing head spins. Obviously, mad relatable. So how can I represent doing head spins with the while construct? I can be like, wow, on the top of my head, spin around. Now this will execute the spin around method until I'm not on top of my head anymore. And yeah, while loops. Now there's another iteration construct that I want to discuss, which is almost exactly the same as while loops. Do while loops. Now here's what the do while construct looks like. Basically what this means is, execute this statement and then check if the expression is true. If it is true, repeat the statement. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, bruv.
Bro, that's the exact same thing.
But no, it isn't, you know. With this construct, the program will execute the statement at least one time. So going back to head spins, yeah, using the do while loop, even if I'm not on top of my head, it will execute the spin around command and then it will test to see if I'm still on my head. But with the while loop, it tests before executing the statement. So if this construct is used and I'm not on the top of my head, the statement will not execute, period. So going back to truth, yeah, the expressions that the while construct tests can and most probably will use the operators discussed previously. These ones. For example, yeah, while this variable x is less than 5 plus x, this statement will test to see what value is in the variable x. It will compare it with the value 5 to see if x is less than it. If it is, it will increment the variable x by 1 and then test again. Alright, that's it for part 1. There's still another iteration construct to go over, and obviously how to apply it in code. And I'm gonna go over that in the second part. You can click right here for it. Have fun, keep pushing, see you in my next episode. Peace.